Okay, so what I want to do is let's take a moment to go around and I want everyone to share anything that you've experienced as an abundance win. And then any questions you have where you're at so far. How are you feeling? Do you feel like you're opening and swimming in abundance? Do you feel lost? Do you feel overwhelmed? Are you confused? Like where are you at? Talk to me. Natalie, can you go first for us?
Yeah. So I'm all excited because I've had a lot of these tools and I've been paying for them and I haven't been using them because my comfort zone is in-person sales, and so I didn't really spend a lot of time connecting them, but this weekend as part of my progress I was able to get all of my medicinal herbs that I'm clearing. I got them all photographed. I got them all up on Shopify. I made a collection. I connected my Shopify to my point of sale. They all come up in pictures on the point of sale, and I can just touch the picture if somebody wants to buy it in front of me. I got a discount to work so that the discount will automatically apply if they buy six of any of that collection, it gives them one free. Um, I'm I'm working on another combination discount that I wanted to do with it, but it's a shipping discount and it's applying to all products and not just the ones I want. So I have to needle that some more, and I just lost patience after a while. But the beauty of that is that it tracks inventory the way I'm doing it.
Mm.
So I have 20 different medicinal herbs that I'm clearing, and then I've got the quantity for each of those. Would you mind getting me my ice pack?
What's up, Kino?
And so now, at the end of the year, I'll be able to have my inventory there right in front of me, as long as I have the discipline to use, because I do the sales on my phone. Any sales that are on my computer will automatically track it, and then now the sales that I do on my phone will track. Thank you.
Mm.
Everybody says hi, Kino.
Hey y'all.
What's
So
up?
What's that? No.
yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I spent more time today after work figuring it out, and it's getting better. I started to make progress with connecting it to TikTok. So I think probably what I'd feel better doing is doing the IEN situation so I can work on getting that. And
Mhm.
meanwhile, I have the link in my bio, um,
Mhm.
and that's working. So I feel like I've done a lot. Now I just have to make the promo.
Mhm. And by promo, you mean a video?
Yeah.
Yes, you have to start with one, but please don't think that's where it stops. Like
Um,
the whole game is every person, every company has to make content for now till forever. Anything you want to create, anything you sell, anything you want to do, you have to create content to make anybody pay attention to it. And it's not hard. It's not hard to create content. There's a lot of models to copy, and no matter what your personality is, we can fit it into a version of that. And super congratulations. It's like obviously Natalie has experience that a lot of us don't in terms of her e-commerce, like prowess and everything. And she can kind of be a den mother for those of you that want to know about shopping cart stuff, because I'm not an e-commerce guy. The process that I'm going to be teaching you is marketing individual offers,
mhm.
and when you get it, you're going to be able to leverage that in important ways, Natalie. But a lot of us have products and need like shopping carts. And I'm not the person to ask about that because I've never had the attention span for you know, like invoicing and, you know, all those, you got to keep up with inventory and like, just, it's a lot of, I helped one client make a t-shirt, you know, a t-shirt, whatever you call it, drop shipping business. And it drove me crazy. It drove me crazy. So Natalie's obviously got skills there, and that's awesome, Natalie, because I can feel the philosophy of what we've been feeding into you affecting how you work with the tools you already know, you know, and that's beautiful, and I love that you've been proactive on that. And Marvelous has kind of done the same thing in her own way. She just went to town immediately with the things that she knew, and this is the way that abundance works, y'all. Like, abundance doesn't sit around waiting for the tutorial. You know, it doesn't wait around and go like, okay, show me what to do next. Abundance goes, what if I plant something here? What if I water this? What happens if I do this, right? Like, that's the way it works. And we're going to talk about that tonight, like how we actually go about manifesting everything we experience. So that's amazing, Natalie. I love that. Are there any questions that you have at this point, or do you feel pretty awesome and centered in your abundance?
I feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I've got a lot of work to do because my business is like the blob.
Yeah.
It's everywhere, and so I still have a lot to scoop up, but I thought I would make myself feel good by actually some of these ways that I wanted to get rid of things. Like, what can I do to uplift myself instead of, waiting? I've got all these things staged to go, so why don't I make an offer, make it go?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous about the video, but I can do it. My daughter can help me, so be okay.
Yes, and I can help you as
Thank
well.
you.
I'm a director. I can help you. The key is to understand that you're not just going to do it one time. You're going to do it a bunch of times, and you just have to start doing it. You have to start doing it. Like, coming up with a script or an approach or whatever helps. And there's like free teleprompters, you know, so that you can read your thing or whatever. But that's not really the challenge. The challenge is coming off like a real human being. The challenge is coming off conversational and like who you are in real life. That's the challenge. And you have to practice it. You have to practice it. You have to practice it. And that's one of the most valuable things I've gotten from doing the live stream every day, is I've learned how to just be myself in every moment. And it makes communicating a million times easier. It makes selling anything a million times easier. So just trust the process, and and when you're ready to do it, let me know and I'll give you pointers.
Okay.
Okay. Very, very awesome. Thank you so much for that. And I want everyone here to take a moment um and understand that you all have gifts. Like, Natalie has specific gifts. She's ahead of everybody in certain ways. We all have gifts in certain ways, and abundance can be applied to your personal gifts. Okay. I'm going to walk you through a system that's worked very well for me for, the past year or two. But this is one system, y'all. There's a million ways to approach a garden. You understand? And all we're really learning how to do is to garden our own souls, how to garden our own hearts. That's really it. That's the most beautiful way I've said it so far, I think. Y'all know, as I do these, I figure out what they are as I talk about them. And as I teach the program, I figure out, oh, this is what we're actually doing. So I'm in the process of that now. And I'll show you how that works also. Thank you, Natalie. Shannon, can you tell us where you're at in your abundance journey, and if you have any questions?
I feel like I'm a little bit behind. I feel like
Mhm.
I'm doing my ADD thing where I kind of cram it in, I don't pace myself. I kind of do it all at once. Um, Although like I'll do it at, like every 2 or 3 days, I'll do my homework. I need to do longer, deeper meditations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad we're kind of getting into the business end
Mm-hmm.
of things. I did do a really good meditation on Saturday, actually, as I was working. I was driving and I was also visually like coming up with, I guess, like, sort of was daydreaming up like the big goals I had, and the smaller goals, so the bigger goals. Um, and what else? Um, yeah, and then I actually was just about to send out something in the chat that you were saying that on TikTok and YouTube, like we can get people on our TikTok. It doesn't have to always be live. I wanted to propose doing filmed Zoom mediumship readings for you guys, if you're interested, that I can put on TikTok and YouTube to sort of get my following going. Or when I do get my TikTok, there's people can see what a mediumship reading is like. So if you guys are interested.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Bonus points. You just made your first offer. Like, beautiful. That's the first step. She's offering free mediumship so that she can get recordings of herself doing what she does. That's a beautiful way to approach it, dear. Thank you. Thank you. And I will gently remind you that the meditative practice of what we're doing is a huge part of shifting your internal mindset. You've done affirmations before. You know how that works. It's like a brute force thing. But I will let everybody know that she's actively in the middle of the self-love activation program also. So she's got homework coming out of the wazoo, and if I had to pick one, the self-love lessons are more important right now in your journey. But that's from a spiritual and shamanic perspective. If you're struggling to keep your lights on, it's way more important to figure out how to deal with money and create abundance. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you're at in life. And
I feel like when I get free time, or like in between, even like 5 minutes of downtime, I'll say my mantras, but I just don't feel like I'm going into the deep like meditations all the time.
Mm-hmm. There's a difference. And we can talk about that. Thank you for addressing that. I love it. Thank you, dear. Marvelous. Talk to us. What abundance wins and any questions you got?
Abundance wins at work. I've been guided by the universe that I have to go to Texas at some point. And this message has been coming since last year, and I've asked confirmation a few times. And then I hone it down to exactly where in Texas the universe needs me or wants me to go, and is in Austin, Texas, right? I'm supposed to go there. And last week, my supervisor invited me. There is a conference. Guess where? In Austin, Texas. So she's invited me. She says we get a grant as an agency. We get a grant, and she would love for me to present, like be a speaker at this conference. And the conference is about cancer, young adults, and so she said, come up with a few themes, come up with a few things, and then we could submit the proposal, and they pay for the airline and the hotel, and then you get a stipend for food.
Abundance, baby.
I told the universe, you want me there, you're gonna have to find a way to get me there.
And it makes the life always finds a way.
It does. It does. So that's a big win. I'm thrilled. I am excited as to what energy work I'm gonna go and do there when I show up. But I will follow my intuition, my inner guidance, and I will be obedient.
Yes. I love it. I love it. And have you done other channel
Mm,
poetry sessions with people that you connected with from lives?
I've got 2 people waiting. I send my phone number so that we can connect.
Mhm.
The other person had an appointment tonight, but she needed more time because it was too much. We had set up an appointment for Friday, but it was too much. She had too much to do, so we scheduled for Monday. And then today I sent a message earlier. I said, "Yeah, I mean, it's we're meeting at 7. Are you still available?" And then she said, "It's too much. It's not. She's not in the right." I said, "Okay." So
Mhm.
we coordinated other dates, and that's fine. However, it's just the awareness and the understanding of what I'm bringing to the table is a big gain, right? Natalie, you gave me amazing feedback, and you made me feel very special, and you made me feel like I not like I'm valuable because I'm already valuable, but you made me feel that I'm on the right path. You made me feel that what I'm doing it means more than just writing words that come through, because it's opening other doors. It's kind of guiding other things that are happening, right? So it's like I don't know if I'm doing code, like am I offering some codes for you, directly for you, because or am I opening some portals, like exactly what's happening energetically there. I'm beginning to ask myself, is it just is that what I'm bringing here, right? Then and I don't mean I'm the vessel, right? So is that part of the purpose and the mission? Because the other person I worked with that paid me, they gave me a big donation. That person is now, we keep communicating, and that person has opened some other doors in their journey and
Mhm.
connected with
Mhm.
other, kind of finding his roots, finding his path, and connecting the dots in a way that are like now coming together. So right after we had our session and I sent the information, the message, he was like, "This is right on point. This is exactly what my intuition, like, this is a boost." But then we had other where it was like, "Okay, I'm gonna lead this way, and this is what's next, and this is what," and then there was another quick message for him, and it was like, "Okay, have you looked into this particular, energetic being?" And that was I'm like, "Okay, I was told to tell you to look into this being," and so now it's like catching fire. Like he's like read 3 other books, and he's like, "Oh my God," just
Mhm.
like things are opening, and so that's a big abundant win, because it just kind of hones in with myself, like it builds my confidence in my human mind that yes, this is part of the path, and I'm not making it up in my mind. I'm not imagining it. It's not, because those thoughts sometimes do come, and I don't debate them. I'm acknowledging them, but so thank you. And then
Yeah.
I'm frustrated with the technology thing that we're gonna do today. I'm already feeling resistant.
Mhm.
I am very rigid in my boundaries, and so for me to have an email account that that deals with business, that's the same email account that I work with like my personal stuff. To me, that's like I don't even want to use my name. Do I use my name? Do I need to come up with another email address
Can you
with
not use
other
your
address?
can you not use your personal email address? Like, why
I
would
can
you
use
use your
no, I could use a different email address, but then it's like I have like 3 different email addresses, and they all kind of have my name. Do I come up with a new name of the business and create a website, and or like a, I don't know, a URL or a domain, or do I have a link tree connected to TikTok that leads people? I'm already like, ugh.
Yep. Yep.
But that's me. So I might
Yep.
have a little tantrum. So please bear with me. Just be
Yep.
witness. I will come around. I will bring myself down. It's just the process. So
Yes,
thank you.
ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for speaking truth. Thank you. So you're not alone, and that we all have to face those challenges, and it is endlessly challenging of this tool and that tool, and what about this, and Linktree to that, but then what of this and that to this, and like it's
And
endless.
how many passwords and
Yeah. Oh my God. Don't get me started about passwords. Don't get me
don't get me
started.
started. Don't get me
Don't-
started.
don't
You
get me
know, my
started.
passwords, I've created passwords that are best earth 888, right? I am rich. I am abundant, like, you know, words that
Nice.
passwords that kind of align with
You
like
got
an affirmation.
affirmation password.
Yes, because I'm
Okay.
kind of trying to make friends with this system. So if I put the UMFSOB password, then that doesn't like
Nice.
bring the right energy.
She's trying to make friends with the system. Thank you. Amen. If you want abundance, you have to be friends with the systems. Totally. Thank you. So you're not alone. Everybody struggles with the complexity of it. But you know what I will tell you is I've been studying this for over 10 years, and I've paid a lot of coaches and done a lot of programs, and this is the simplest way that I've found to do it. And I'm here for you. It's really important to me that this work, not only for my own benefit, but for all of the people that it will benefit also if I can make this simpler, because this is the simplest way I've ever seen this presented before. And it's going to feel complex. It's going to feel really challenging. But I'm here for you, and we're building it day by day, and trust the process. And Natalie, I really appreciate all the energy that you're putting into minimizing your, inventory and all, but please don't believe that you have to get rid of all that inventory before you can test or launch a new offer. Okay. What we're going to learn how to do here is test a product, test a company, test a business idea with just an offer and a single landing page. And if it works, we know that it's worth putting energy behind, and we can do the numbers to see if it's, worth it from a business standpoint. And then we can build all the infrastructure around it. But we're going to learn how to build a business just around an offer. Okay. So hang with me, and just trust the process. Thank you. Thank you. Joanna, do you have any abundance wins you can share with us, and or any questions?
Abundance. It's the visual is like, how can I explain this? The visual is like Guitar Hero. You know how like things are just coming at you and you have to like press what you want. That's how it feels. That's how what I see is what's happening in my life right now. And it's not just business, because obviously I never even thought about what I do as a business. So, but now I'm starting to think that way because people are asking for products, and I'm at a like not standstill, but I'm kind of like a dumbfounded, I guess, as to where to even start. Um, but I think it's really funny that Mariveles had said obedience, because that's been the lesson that I have been learning the last 3 weeks. And the more I obey, the more I am obedient, the more things flow to me. And as I was washing out jars, I heard a message. I heard follow your joy. And I started crying because this was my joy. This makes me happy. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy making these teas. I enjoy healing and all of that. And I started crying. So I was told to bottle up everything that I've got, put stuff in jars, start labeling stuff. And I I have a little shop here in Cleveland that sells some of my things on consignment, and they told me that they were out. So I had a whole box of stuff that I was going to drop over, and now I don't because people have been asking for them. So I'm like, well, I make more money selling them to individual people than I do through the consignment. And I'm
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
so now I get to make more. And I get to do all that. So then I have 2 or 3 big orders right now that I'm trying to put together. And so I'm trying to find time to incorporate that with everything else that I've got going on. Raise my prices. Yeah, I would love to.
Mhm.
I don't know anything about pricing.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm. You're gonna learn though.
I'm learning, I'm figuring it out. But yeah, so I did a whole um a sort of semi detox from my everything digital, social media, put my phone down, um, got back into energy work. I had a ceremony on Friday. Um, my relationships with my mother have gotten like way amazing. We just sit there and giggle now and laugh and have a good time. And so that's a plus for me. And work is work. It's not, I don't hate it anymore, which is nice. So that's an abundance and, anything that brings me joy. So I've been trying to do that, and as I'm doing that, more things pop up in my life that just um, make life amazing. So um, I'm just kind of, relishing in that moment right now and just still trying to um, figure out what exactly it is that I want to do as far as a business. I'm still, I'm not like about that word yet still, but I'm getting there. Um, mm, mm, I feel it. I feel the shift. So that's the important part.
Amen. Thank you. That's beautiful. And we'll help you figure out pricing. And the first thing you got to figure out how to price. So we're one of the most important things you're going to learn in this program is that it's all about an offer. You have to have a clear offer, you have to have a clear offer. We call it an irresistible offer. Okay. And one of the reasons Marvelous has gotten so many people interested out of the gate is because she has a very clear offer of what it is that she's providing. uh, give props to Shannon tonight because she made her first offer to the community. Anybody that wants to talk to dead people, reach out to her. And then this would be the first clear offer that I would make for um, Joanna. Make myself big here. This is called Blue Lotus, and this is one of the tinctures she makes. And if you don't know what Blue Lotus is, it's like I think it's an Egyptian flower, not positive, but it's trippy. I'll tell you that much. And if you do a little like squirter thing, you're not really gonna want to go anywhere for a little while. You're gonna enjoy sitting there with your eyes closed and feeling stuff.
Oh,
Um,
see, you never even gave me feedback, so I didn't even know that you like it.
it's I gave you feedback. I told you it was quite an experience. I gave you feedback. It this will give you feels for a couple of hours, and it's a powerful meditation tool. It's a powerful journeying tool. If you want to go, like Shannon, you were talking about wanting to go deep, you take a drop, dropper of this shit and close your eyes, and you're not having any trouble going deep. Now, as a meditation teacher, I'm never going to suggest anybody need to take anything to meditate. But if you're not doing it, if you're not doing it, it will help, you know? So this is the first clear offer I would make for Joanna. I don't even think she knows how much she wants to charge for a jar. But I would think it should be at least 40 or 50 bucks myself. I don't know how long it would last, but you only need one dropper full for like several hours, you know. These are the kinds of offers. We have to be clear with what we're offering. To say that you make teas doesn't mean anything to anybody. Nobody knows what that means, you know. But to explain like what's in them and how what's in them affects you, you know, is a different story. So we want to get really clear on what we're offering. And if anybody wants some Blue Lotus, hit up Joanna. She'll hook you up. She'll hook you up. Okay. Oh, Blue Lotus Nymphaea screw. There's a psychoactive plant, also known as blue Egyptian lotus. Yep, blue water lily, sacred blue lily. It's been used. Oops. It's been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years as a natural aphrodisiac. Yep. Sleep aid and anxiety reliever. However, due to its psychoactive properties, many people wonder if it's legal and safe to use. It is legal to everything that I know, but do your own research, and especially if you're selling it, Joanna, do your own research, especially if you're selling it.
Yeah, check the laws in your state and
Right.
check the laws that apply to across state.
Yeah, Natalie said, Joanna, I had to buy a subscription for recipe cost calculator. I can put in my supplies cost, including packaging. I just have to tell it how much or each ingredient I use for the product, and it tells me my cost for the product. You need to add in your own time, though. That's awesome. That's awesome, Natalie. That's one of those, like, thank you. That's one of those expertise things. Shannon said, what about shipping across state lines? Yeah, depending on the legality of stuff, like you need to do research for that. Totally.
Yeah,
But
don't get yourself in a bind if you don't know the law, because ignorance of the law, it doesn't help you. You should at least look it up.
Blue
what'd you say,
Lotus is not
Joanna?
illegal. It's
What'd you
not
say?
illegal. It's not illegal.
In your state or in all states? Do you know?
In the country, as far as I know of.
US? Okay.
Yeah.
You definitely want to know. It has an effect where it wouldn't surprise me if it was illegal. But I've heard that it's not illegal for many, many years. I first heard about it probably 4 or 5 years ago. And it's not anything people are like abusing and losing their minds on or anything like that. It's people are using it the same way they do like microdosing mushrooms. It's very much like a mushroom microdose. It's not like a full out mushroom journey. It's like, oh, tingles. Ooh, let me close my eyes. I feel fucking buzzy. Woo, it's like that kind of thing. If you're really sensitive, you might have some visuals or something like that. But I digress. I digress. Offers. We're going to specify these offers, and this is the perfect place to begin testing your offers. Okay. All right. So thank you all for trusting the process. Thank you all for opening to the abundance that you are made from. And tonight is a new experience for all of us. And I invite you to hold space for all of us. Okay. This is a level of training that I've never really done for people before. And I'm attempting to make something that is incredibly complex as simple as I can, and not lose the spiritual undertone of it. And hearing everybody tonight makes me know that we have not lost the spiritual undertone of what we're doing here. I don't want anybody to think you're in Amway, if you know what I'm saying. This is real shit here. And and so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to start by tapping into the council. and doing a meditation to activate abundance in each of us. And from that state of abundance, we will drop into a lot of information, a lot of structure, and we will know and trust that we have a Google document coming, right? So take notes as loosely or as tight as you want to. You've got a Google Doc coming, and know that you've got an email coming every day to remind you of what step to take. And you have not only me, but you have your sisters here who know a lot more than me in certain areas as well to help you in this process. Remember, the idea behind this is crowdsourced abundance. And so we all want to help each other and test each other and try each other's offers. Everything we're offering is going to be free right now. Nobody is trying to make money off of anyone inside of here, but we have to start with our offers. And Marvelous came out of the gate with that. And then she got people to say they're interested. And then she started learning the next lesson, which is that now you have to figure out how to actually get them on a call. Now you have to actually figure out how to get them to commit to something. And that's its own challenge. That's its own challenge that you have to navigate with each person, right? Once you get them onto a call, then you have to figure out how to actually deliver what it is that you want to deliver effectively. And then you have to figure out how to convey the value of that in the future so that they want more, so that they understand this is just the beginning of something, right? So we have all these levels that we have to figure out about this. But what we're going to do is take one level at a time, and we're going to get really comfortable with that level. And each level is going to be useful. Okay. So Marvelous has no system right now, but she's still gathering leads. She's still putting offers out there, and she's still getting people to go, oh, I'm interested. I want that. That's the beginning. That's the beginning. And you have to do it over and over and over and over and over. And then you get better at it and better at it and better at it and more comfortable and more comfortable. And you understand what it is you're really doing better and better as well. Okay. So everybody get comfortable, sit up straight. Close your eyes. And move, stretch anything that needs to move and stretch to get your body comfortable. And you're going to inhale and just imagine your body expanding outwards like a balloon. And with your exhale, imagine your body melting like butter. Inhale, expand like a balloon. Exhale, relax and melt like butter. Then gently begin to follow the feeling of your breath. Follow the feeling of the breath and understand this breath is your life. Notice that as you pay attention to the feeling of your breath, it gets stronger. Follow this breath all throughout your body. Allow this river of your breath, which is always moving, to begin to merge with your life stream, a visual depiction of your entire life as an unbroken flow of energy. Feel your breath moving through this life stream. Feel all the way backwards into your childhood, into your infancy, all the way back to the source of this stream. And then feel all the way forward in time. Feel all the way forward. Remember, this is an unbroken flow of energy. So where you place yourself inside of it is arbitrary. Go as far as you can into the future. Go past the end of this life. Go through your next lives. And go all the way as far into the future as you can possibly imagine. Feel the volume of this space. Feel the infinite presence of this space. Feel the abundance of this space. Feel all of your life streams feeding into this space. From this place, you can feel all of your probable selves, all of your probable stories. What is abundance in this space? Notice that abundance is everywhere. Notice every part of this present moment is full with life, full with awareness, full with sensation, full with love, full with light. Abundance is everything. Abundance is everywhere. You are the product of abundance. Your breath is a product of abundance. Your life is a product of abundance. Your consciousness is a product of abundance. Abundance is your birthright. You do not need to create abundance any more than you need to create gravity or light or magnetism. Abundance is. Abundance grows. What you call source could be considered nothing more than abundance itself. Bathe in the abundance of this moment. Appreciate the abundance of breath. Appreciate the abundance of sensation. Appreciate the abundance of awareness. See that abundance is a self-fulfilling prophecy, where one dream gives birth to another dream, which gives birth to another dream. Abundance is fractal expansion. Abundance is your birthright. Now gently open your mind from this perspective. To receive structures and frameworks to help guide you deeper into your own abundance. Trust the process. Trust your compatriots. Trust your own heart and intuition. Believe that you have something valuable to offer, and you will discover valuable things to offer. Wiggling your fingers and toes, activating your body, but keeping your mind connected to that higher self perspective. Does anyone have any thoughts or questions before we jump into our presentation for this evening? All right, let's take that bliss inside. Everybody get your stuff warmed up. We're going to do the presentation a little bit differently this week. Last week you could see the Google Doc. I don't want to do that this week because you guys always read ahead, like you can't help yourself, you just read ahead. So I'm going to do a presentation and you guys will I'll give you the Google Doc at the end, but I want you to pay attention to how it feels and let me know if you liked last week being able to read it better, or if you like this week with the presentation. All right, let me pin myself. Joanna, could you share that prayer with everyone, please?
Mulai kita catarea malang kontari taro toru char. Tirare sintiaran palakon trentiar. Hisa ya shara ya paye te trai kita chatara lokon pariete. Chalale tentaria shana malakanto torgala ka turi i ala sale amba toro siari antampa inkintaria ya saranchare. Taseria ya entera no contare cancho toro pola turi ya tarar. Ay endere shoragara siare. Ayan por que teria chargentiaror. Por ahí la mana. Ore sintarianda to poto choti kente na la gambanto richero to sara. Ia ten poto tasion chare mo anti daria sinamo latre. Dari teatro. Unto via vete taremo cace de stringana la manete.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My heart feels really warm. Does
I'm
anybody,
literally sweating.
does anybody, including you, Joanna, does anybody have an interpretation for what that was or what that meant?
Abundance is already ours.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was sealing in the state that we just opened up. It was sealing that in so that it will carry with all of us for this next however long we're in this process. Thank you very much. That was powerful. And there was a little exercise the demons in there too. That was great. It was like, oh, get that shit off.
Yeah, it felt pretty strong. Like, you know, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're saying when you're thinking that you don't have abundance. Like,
Yeah.
you're abundance yourself. That's who you are. Do you not know who you are? You know, that's what that
Yep.
felt like.
Yep. Joanna's guides have an attitude, y'all. They're like ghetto. They're like ghetto guides.
It's beautiful. It's
They're like
beautiful.
they're like out of Brooklyn.
They're like Big Mama. They're
Yeah.
like
They're
Big
direct,
Mama.
is what they are. They're very direct and they're very clear.
Yep. Yep. I love it. I love it. Okay. Thank you very much, dear. All right. We ready? Let's get this going, y'all. We're going to try to keep it as tight as we can tonight, but we're going to be here as long as we need to. That. All right. Okay, sacred abundance, unlocking the wealth of your soul. So this is your roadmap. If you don't have this graphic, I think I've put it in the Soulstream community several times, but if you need it, just remind me. This is the roadmap, okay? This is the vision board that I made to lead myself to this moment right now. And our first week was vision. Okay, so we all spent time clarifying our vision. Please don't think you're done with that. Clarifying the vision is something that happens over and over again as long as you are taking your journey. You have to reassess where you're going, right? As you're moving, you reassess. So we're always going to be honing and refining that vision. Now, for me, that vision boiled down to three things: passion, purpose, and profit. Those were the three things that I knew I needed in life. You need to find what are the three main components, what are the three main beliefs that are going to carry your vision. If you don't know, you're welcome to borrow mine until you do know. I don't own these. These are general frequencies of the universe. They're just the ones that were the most important to me at this point in my life. Okay. All right. So the first week was vision, and you can't fail because there's no end, right? We all thought and we looked and we paid more attention than we normally do. and we have better ideas of who we are and who we're trying to help now than we did before. So everybody won. Hoot hoot. Give yourself a 5. This week now, we are going to focus on systems. We're going to focus on systems, and the system is way more than just one thing. It's really easy to think of the system as just a customer, acquisition process, or just a website like ClickFunnels or school or system, but systems is way deeper than that. There's many, many layers and many dimensions to systems, okay? And one of the reasons tonight is going to feel complicated is that I want everyone here to understand the importance of systems, because this is everything. It's not just a website, okay? Systems is how everything in your life happens. Everything happens through systems. And so when we begin to be able to see them, we will begin to be able to use them in greater effect. And you guys all know I'm on the spectrum, and part of my spectrum gift is that I see systems, I see patterns really clearly, and I am able to synthesize them very quickly. I can learn a pattern and flip it around very quickly. And I'm going to teach you guys how to do that in this process. It's all it is modeling, right? But we're going to shoot for really specific things rather than stumbling our way through a whole process, okay? So we're going to dive into systems tonight. Take notes. Know that I have a Google Doc that I will share with everybody before we leave tonight. All right, so this customer journey map, this is something I didn't even know what it was until a couple of years ago. The customer journey map is the key to any business, and most businesses don't even know what one is. The customer journey map is the steps anybody that you work with, that you want to help, has to take in order to receive your help, okay? And if you understand it, you can break it down into a diagram, and then you have touch points for every step of your process. When you break your process down into a system like this, you can improve the pieces with great efficiency. All right, so let's dive into systems. What are systems? We're primarily going to be concerned with 3 types of systems. We're going to talk about systems of belief. These are groups of thought. These are worldviews. These are religions. We're going to talk about systems of transformation. These are processes of change. Alchemy is a system of transformation. Magic is a system of transformation. Prayer is a system of transformation. And then we're going to talk about systems of revenue. And a lot of people, especially of our ilk, have struggled with this idea of revenue, with this idea of profit for a long time. But the world's getting a lot tougher, and I don't think we're going to have the luxury to be picky about profit anymore. The same way that when you get hungry, you don't have the luxury to be a vegetarian anymore. When you get hungry, you eat whatever's in front of you. And so I think that the whole world is going to shift their perception of profit very soon. And part of that shift is going to be from all of us serving the profit of corporations to us learning how to serve our own profit instead, okay? And that's how this whole story happened for me, was learning how to serve my own profit rather than serving the profit of corporations. All right, so systems. A system is a set of things working together as parts of a mechanism or interconnecting network. A system is also a set of principles or procedures according to which something is done. Also, like an organized framework or a method. A framework is a system. A method is a system. In truth, a system is any process for achieving predictable results. That's what we have systems for, is to achieve predictable results. There are many kinds of systems: natural, nature is a system; digital, the internet is a system; social, conversations are systems; manufacturing, etc. But for our purposes, we are most interested in systems of belief, systems of transformation, and systems of revenue. Systems of belief determine worldview, self-esteem, and achievement potential, as every belief is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Systems of transformation are strategic recipes for change. How to go from here to there, from this to that, from 0 to 1 in any area. Systems of revenue are repeatable business models which offer predictable returns on investment. Every system is made from smaller systems, and every system is a part of a larger system. Everything is systems within systems within systems. All right, strategy versus tactics. This is a high-level concept, but it's very, very important, and it will come back over and over again as we move through this process. Strategy is a general philosophy of how to approach a particular problem. Strategy is a general philosophy. It's a plan of attack. Whereas tactics are the individual steps one takes to get there. Strategy focuses on what goal one is trying to accomplish. It's the what. While tactics focus on how one goes about accomplishing this goal. The law of attraction is a strategy to manifest your desires, while meditation and visualization and detachment are all tactics. Does everyone understand the difference between that? It's very, very important. Everybody loves exercises on the live, right? Exercises are tactics. Strategy is what the fuck am I talking about, right? I'm talking for hours, right? Strategy is the vision. What am I talking about? Where are we going? What are we trying to accomplish? Tactics are the actions, okay? So here's the easy way to put it. Write this down. Strategies are ideas, while tactics are actions. Strategies are ideas, while tactics are actions. Strategy is we're going to get to the top of the mountain. Tactics is we're going to take this route right here. No, I don't want to take that route. There's a pit there. We'll have to climb around the pit. Let's take this route. That's a different tactic. The strategy is still the same. We're trying to get to the top of the mountain. Booyah. Next, we're going to dig into the system of belief, okay? And there's several reasons that I wanted everyone to understand the importance of the system of belief. One reason is that you have one, and it affects your life in ways you don't comprehend, and you need to get a hold of it. You need to know what your system of belief is. You need to choose your system of belief consciously, because that will allow you to manifest what you desire. The second reason is that systems of belief are valuable. Systems of beliefs are products. They're sellable, they're teachable. Law of attraction is a system of belief. Christianity is a system of belief. Amway is a system of belief. Systems of belief run your life, and they're really valuable if you understand them and can offer them to other people. So, favorite example, this is the one that you guys have all assumed as a part of this program. Thoughts are things. Thoughts create feelings. Feelings determine actions. And actions become reality. This is what we call the law of attraction. It's a system of belief. Thoughts are things. I believe that thoughts are things. What happens? I start to experience my thoughts as fucking things. Thoughts create feelings. I start to see how, oh, wow, every thought I have comes with a certain feeling. Look at that. I never noticed that before. Feelings determine action. Feelings is what gets you up out of bed in the morning. Feelings is what makes you go to the refrigerator. Feelings is what makes you chase some booty, right? And then finally, actions become your reality. This is a system of belief. Abraham Hicks is a multi-millionaire from teaching this system of belief. She can't stop you from teaching the law of attraction. And there's many other systems of belief that you can teach. Systems of belief control everything in our lives. And we can build empires from nothing if we understand how to use them. Think and Grow Rich. I talk about that all the time, how it changed my life. That's a system of belief. Booyah. All right, so the law of attraction is a system of belief. It's a set of principles to guide one's thoughts and actions to an empowered state of joy and fulfillment. A system of belief provides context, direction, moral clarity, tools, and tactics. We know what tactics are now, don't we? There's a method to the madness. A system of belief provides context, direction, moral clarity, tools, and tactics. A system of belief spells out the rules of the game and gives instructions for how to win. All right. What is the difference between a thought and a belief? We're talking about belief, so let's understand what the difference is between a thought and a belief. Thoughts are things, as we've already said. Thoughts are things. Beliefs are habits. Thoughts are things. Thoughts have energy, frequency, inertia, and direction. Write all of those down. Thoughts have energy, frequency, inertia, and direction. Every single thought. Thought affects your reality the same way a drop of water affects the surface of a still pond. Thoughts make waves, and waves create change. When a thought has been held enough times, it becomes automatic, and it becomes a belief. A belief is a thought which has become a habit. Beliefs control your thoughts and feelings subconsciously. If manifesting your desire, write this analogy down as best you can. If manifesting your desire were a house, belief would be the blueprint. Emotion would be the workers. Thoughts would be the raw materials. And inspired action would be the funding that keeps everything moving. Without the funds, you would quickly run out of workers and materials, so it wouldn't matter how good your blueprints are. If there are poor materials, it doesn't matter how much you spend on them or your workers, the house won't last long. If you have lazy or incompetent workers, it doesn't matter how good the blueprint is or how good your materials are. The house isn't likely to even get finished. Belief is the blueprint that determines the possibility of your creation. Write that one down. Belief is the blueprint that determines the possibility of your creation. Good Lord. Woo! We're getting warmed up now, baby. System of transformation. This is the second one. We got systems of belief. Now let's talk about systems of transformation. Here's the key to all of them. Desire, decision, and discipline. Desire means to know what it is that you truly want. Decision is the ability to choose between one thing and another. And discipline is the power to respect your own decisions. Transformation is change, and change is the only constant. Change is happening at every level of creation at every moment. Change is not difficult. It's inevitable. It is staying in any state for a prolonged period, which is truly difficult. Y'all who try to meditate know that. Change is merely the relationship between cause and effect. Every action creates an equal and opposite reaction. Every cause becomes an effect, and every effect becomes another cause. This is the dance between yin and yang, positive and negative, which is the basis of all creation. The key to influencing manifestation, and that's how we need to think about it, is influencing manifestation. You don't create manifestation, you just influence it, you nudge it. The key to influencing manifestation is the willingness to pay close attention to your results, then adjust your actions to get a different result. I'm going to say that again. This is exactly what Marvelous started doing immediately. As soon as she signed up for the course, she started doing this. Write this down. The key to influencing manifestation is the willingness to pay close attention to your results and then adjust your actions to get a different result. All learning at all levels is some version of this strategy. Learn to view reality as a reflection of your actions, and your actions will change accordingly. All right, and now for the metal to meet the road, or whatever they call it, rubber to meet the road. Let's look at systems of revenue. Every system of revenue boils down to at least three things. Number one, you have to figure out how to attract prospects, leads. Number two, you have to figure out how to convert those leads into customers or clients. And number three, you have to figure out how to deliver whatever product or service it is that you're offering. Now, the more scalable the delivery of that product or service, the more scalable our business model is, the more scalable our revenue is. But we want to start by just delivering value. We don't want to be picky about it. As we get more comfortable delivering value, we want to look for more and more scalable ways to deliver value, because that's how real wealth is created. So a system of revenue is typically referred to as a business model. This is any repeatable process to earn more money than you spend. A good business model is one that offers maximum return for minimal effort. A good business model is easy to manage and operate. And a good business model offers a novel solution to a specific market. So I suggest writing all three of these down. These don't have to be present for a business to be a good business. These are just the three that seemed really universal to me. Number one, a good business model offers maximum return for minimal effort. Number two, a good business model is easy to manage and operate. I don't think anybody here wants to be answering 200 emails a day or whatever. And then three, a good business model offers a novel solution to a specific market. Novel means there's something special or different about your approach. And the reason that's so important is because that's how you sell it. That's how you market it, is whatever it is that makes you different, that's how you market it. That's how you get people's attention, is your novel approach. Okay, all business is either selling a product or a service. Everything, every business is either a product or a service, and every product or service exists only to solve someone's problems. Every business is just there to solve someone's problems. People have plumbing problems, car problems, women problems, boredom problems, pain problems, etc. Ask yourself again and again, what problem do you help people solve? Do you offer a product or a service? How is it special? How is it different? Only once you know what you're selling and who you're selling it to can you begin the process of finding your ideal customers. The first step in the system is that you have to attract potential leads into your net, or what we call a marketing funnel. You have to get people's attention somehow. The second step is you must figure out a system to convert these leads into customers. You need a psychological system to convey value and a tech system to process payments and track orders. Finally, you need a system to deliver your products or services. You need a place to track and manage relationships with all of your clients. So this is what we call the marketing funnel, okay? And we're going to spend a little bit of time on this because it's very important that all of you understand the strategy that this represents, okay? This is strategy. This is not a tactic. This is strategy. A lot of people treat a marketing funnel as a tactic, but it's not. It's a strategy, okay? And you all need to really understand the strategy if you're going to be able to make the tactics work. If you don't get the strategy, tactics is like pissing into the wind, okay? So what is the difference between a marketing funnel and a website? A marketing funnel is a system for converting cold leads into warm prospects for any product or service. A landing page is the beginning of your revenue system, but do not mistake it for a website. Traditional websites have lots of information, navigation buttons, all this confusing shit, and they have a terrible track record for people buying things, for spending money. Websites are terrible at getting people to buy things, okay? Marketing funnels are also not great at getting people to buy things, but what they are great at is getting people to give their email info, to get people to sign up, to take part in something, to get people to learn about something, okay? Now, this whole process here probably looks complicated, but you've all done it before many times, okay? And how it works is you see a video or a post on Instagram or Pinterest, and it has a link, right? There's a link, there's an invitation, there's an offer, right, to something. You click that link and you land on what's called a funnel or an opt-in page or a landing page. There's lots of words for it, right? And on that page, you have to sign up. You have to give your email. And then you get to go on to, sometimes they book a call, sometimes they give you a webinar. In this case, we're doing a whole workshop. But regardless, what happens at this step is you get put into an email sequence. You all are in an email sequence. You've done this before, but I'm guessing you've probably paid more attention to this email sequence than you have to others. And if so, it's because this email sequence has been teaching you, not trying to sell you. Typically, email sequences are used to sell people. They're used to market to people. But what I want you all to understand is many companies, many teachers, many coaches have used these email sequences to actually teach people content, to actually deliver people a product or a service, right? You're getting an email every day for 30 days. That email could be about anything that you want. And that email could be once a week. That email could be twice a week. That email could be twice a month. It could be anything that you want, okay? But understanding the strategy of this email sequence is really important to understanding the importance of the marketing funnel as opposed to a website. Websites very often have sign up, subscribe for our list. Almost nobody does it, right? Because it's confusing and there's a bunch of shit everywhere. So this might be confusing, but all we're going to do, we're going to reduce it to this. This is what a marketing funnel actually is. This is easier to visualize. It's just 3 steps, okay? We got to figure out how to attract people. We got to figure out how to convert people into customers. We got to figure out how to deliver whatever product or service that we're offering, okay? Now, at this level of attract, this is what we did in the first week. We spent a lot of time and energy on our vision, okay? And when we deal with message next week, we're going to have everything we need for this version of the funnel, this attraction, okay? What we're going to deal with tonight is right here. We're going to learn how this part works. This is what we're going to use system for. This is where it's going to get technical. And then system is also going to allow us to do this part as well. And then when we really get it working well, system will also allow us to do this. So it'll allow us to do all 3 of these. And I want you guys to understand that when I started, I've been studying online business for 10 years. And when I started doing this, actually 4, maybe 5 years ago, I needed 5, 6 tools to make this process work. There's a different tool for each level, and there was more steps in the funnel than just this. We can do all of this with one tool now. So as complicated as this feels, please understand this is as easy as it's been so far in the history of mankind, okay? The bar is the lowest for being able to build any business that you want. And you don't need backers, you don't need manufacturing, you don't need a business degree. All you need is a message to attract people. And then you test the message. And you know very quickly if people are interested. And if they're not, you get a different message. You figure out a different angle and you test that. And you don't move forward until you get this working and you know you have a message that resonates. Then you start focusing on conversions. How many people are converting? Now I've got people coming in. Now how many of these people are converting? Okay. Once we get that conversion, then we start focusing on how we deliver. And how we deliver can be any number of things. This is why I keep telling you guys, it doesn't matter what you sell. It doesn't matter what you sell. All of the challenge happens up here. This is the whole challenge of business. This is the easy part, y'all. This is what you sell. Up here, this is how. This is how you sell. This is strategy, okay? And if you learn this, you will never be hungry ever again. Because you can put anything right here. You can put any product, any service right here if you know how to do this, okay? So let's take a look real quick. What is a landing page? What is a marketing funnel? You guys have seen them before, and they always look the same. They always look similar. And what you'll notice is there's usually not any buttons. There's not navigation. This one does have navigation, but most landing pages don't. This is a landing page they put on their website. Most landing pages do not have navigation. Does anybody know why? We don't want to distract them. We don't want to distract them, okay? And as I crack open the hood of this and I teach you guys how to build these marketing funnels, please do not let yourself drop into designer mode and click through all of the templates and start playing with all of the things you can do and start building some big fucking website. I know how it works. I did it. I learned WordPress. I learned ClickFunnels. I learned Kajabi. I learned all of these tools that were supposed to do what system does. And I made no money with any of them, because I was trying to make pretty websites with a bunch of things to click and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, what about this? And what about that? And I can offer this and that. Please do not do that. That's the best way to make no money with this system. What we want to do is this. What we want to do is this. We want to make a specific offer. This is called a headline. We want to make a specific offer. This is a headline, right? This is a thank you page, but that's a headline. We want to make a specific offer that speaks to a specific person. And we want that offer to be free. And the reason is if we can't give something away for free, we don't have a much chance of selling it. If we give something away for free a lot, we'll get a real good sense of like what it takes to get someone's attention, and we'll get a real good sense on what they get from it. All right. That being said, we are now going to jump into the demo portion of our evening. Wait, let me see what we got here. Marvelous said, yes, speak to the magic of tea. Oh, ha. What about shipping across state? Oh, Shannon gave everybody her phone number. Thank you, Shannon. Booyah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so if you are on a computer or a iPad, you should be able to follow along with this. Joanna is on her phone, so just do the best you can, and I'll help you some other time if we need to figure that out, Joanna. Just do the best you can. And Marvelous, do the best you can if you're on an iPad too. Are you doing the webinar on the iPad also, or is the iPad separate?
The iPad is separate.
Okay, perfect. All right.
So
Hopefully
I'm on the phone and the iPad is like right here.
Okay, perfect. I love it. All right. So we're going to jump in, y'all, and I'm going to do the best I can to make this as simple as possible. And know we're recording this, and know you're going to get the whole Google Doc. And so just hang with us as best we can. And what I'm going to do is before we jump in, oops, I cannot minimize. Okay. I'm going to give you all this link here. Funnels. Share. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm copying what is called a funnel. And I'm going to share it with you guys. It's a share funnel. I'm going to give you a template. Has everybody signed up for System already? Give me a thumbs up if you signed up for System. Yes? Did you? No, Marvelous? Okay.
I'm in the middle of it. I haven't finished because I'm stumped. On business website, product description. Yeah, I'm stumped on the business details.
Meaning your profile?
Yeah.
Just fill it out. It doesn't matter. Like you can change all of that information later. Just
make it up as I go along.
Yeah. That's how we do everything, y'all. We're making everything up as we go along. Everything on there you can change except for the currency. I think once you pick currency. You've got it, Shannon. You've signed up, Shannon? If you haven't signed up, go sign up right now with the link that I sent you, or you can just go to the site. So I asked you guys to sign up before so we could hit the ground running. Sorry if I wasn't clearer about that.
I got stumped, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's what happens when we got tech issues, but you're gonna learn how to not let it stop you, and you just stumble through it and you figure it out. You click shit and you break stuff and then you fix stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, actually stop share. I gotta put this in the, okay, I'm putting a link in the chat. Don't anybody click it yet. Putting a link in the chat, and then I'm going to screen share. Yeah. Okay, before you guys do anything, if you're still signing up, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, watch what I'm saying, because I'm going to walk you through it right now. And if you're trying to sign up and do your own shit, you're going to miss me walking you through it. Okay, so everybody stop what you're doing and pay attention so that you actually understand what I'm going to show you. This is important. Hold on. Why did my thing collapse? Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is System. And what I want you all to understand is that I've learned a lot of programs to do what this program does. And I paid a lot of money some of them for years, to have the programs. This program is free. The base level is free. And I made $600 or $700 with it before I signed up for the first paid level. And the reason was I needed more funnels. You get 3 funnels for the free level, okay? And as you can see here, this is $847. This is just what I've made this month. But if I go up here, I can do all time and see what I've made since I started. And I've made over $8,000 in the past 6 months. This is not all of my income because I get money from Venmo and I have direct invoices. But it's very important that all of y'all understand this is a business for me, okay? This is not a pipe dream. This is not something I'm trying to sell to you and get you on some kind of, MLM shit. This is a functional business for me. And you can go and sign up for it yourself for free and whatever, but you're not going to know how to use it, okay? It's not easy to use it because you have to understand the strategy in order to effectively utilize all the tactics this website, this platform will allow you to do. You have to understand the strategy, and they don't explain it to you. They don't teach you what a funnel is or how to use it, okay? I'm going to teach you what a funnel is, and I'm going to teach you how to use them, all right? So this is the main dashboard. This is where you'll see everything you made. This is where you can see all your leads. I've made 153 leads since I've started with this. You can keep track of all of them. I don't know if you have a way to keep track of your leads or not, but you need to in order to be efficient, in order to have a system. So you've got your main dashboard, you've got your affiliate dashboard, don't worry about that. You've got a student dashboard, and you've got a marketplace. Main dashboard is all you need to worry about now. Almost all the shit, none of the stuff is going to matter right now. I'm just going to show you what it all is. And I don't want you trying to play with all of it because you'll get overwhelmed and you'll start trying to make websites and shit. We want to stay very focused with how we're using this. Okay, so first off, main dashboard, that's the only thing you're really going to need over here. Next, you've got your contacts. This is where when people sign up, this is where they will be, is right here. And this is how you'll keep track of them. Number 1 is contacts. Number 2 is tags. Tags are very, very important because the tags are going to be how you keep track of the people that sign up. So each of these tags is a different product. It's a different problem I'm helping people solve. Love My Body, Self-Love Manifesto, Light Code Activation, right? So tags are very important, and that's how you're going to segment your list. They're underneath contacts. Funnels are right here. You're going to get 3 funnels with a free account. Only start with 1. Don't start making a bunch of other ones. Only start with 1. I'm going to give you my template for a funnel tonight, and then you're just going to change out the content on that. So you don't even have to learn how to build your own damn funnel. I'm going to give you mine tonight. Emails, you've got newsletters. These are blasts. So I can just send out a blast to everyone that's ever signed up. That's what a newsletter is. And you've got campaigns, okay? Campaigns are going to be what we're really going to focus on. This is how you lead someone into a sequence. This isn't what you think of as an email sequence, an auto response sequence. The email you guys are getting every day for Sacred Abundance is a campaign, and it's right here. Sacred Abundance email course, okay? And if I click it, you can see all of the emails, right? Now, that looks intimidating, right? That's 10 emails. I didn't start by writing 10 emails, you guys. I started by writing 2. And then I just have to stay in front of whatever day is releasing, and I make sure and write them before the day comes, and that's it. You don't have to write all of your email sequence ahead of time. Very important to understand that, because trying to figure out how to write an entire email sequence is very challenging. It's very daunting. If you understand you only need to write 2 or 3 of them at a time, and you can fill them in later, it's way easier to accomplish. And then under emails, you've got your statistics, and this is where you can see all your stats of how many you've sent, how many people clicked, what have opened. Stats are very, very important to being able to improve anything. If you can measure it, you can improve it. Okay, so blogs, you can make blogs with system. Don't anybody here fuck with a blog. This is not 1990, right? And if you're going to do a blog, theirs suck. So you don't want to do a blog inside of system. They'll let you do it, but it's just not, don't do it, okay? Automations, this is where you will set up automations, things that you want to happen automatically. And they look at them as rules, okay? So as soon as someone subscribes to something, you can tell it to do something automatically. In this case, it's going to add a tag. As soon as you signed up for the funnel, it added a tag, Sacred Abundance. And it subscribes you to the campaign Sacred Abundance email course. That's an automation, okay? I'm going to teach you how to set these up. Don't worry about them right now. Workflows are the same thing, but they're visual. And it's like a flow chart. They're fucking incredible. Don't worry about those right now. Products, this is where you'll deal with physical products. If you're selling physical products on system, you'll deal with them here. This is where you'll manage your orders. Coupons, always great. Scarcity makes people pay attention. That's where you deal with those. You can make courses on system. So I could be teaching you guys this course inside of system, but I have school and I'm putting all of the content on school because it's better. Once again, this is not ideal for courses. You can do it, but it's kind of like they're just duct taping it together. And then their communities, they have the ability to have a community also. Once again, it's duct tape. It's really cheap. It's really basic. If you really want a community, you're going to have to pay for it. I have not found a free community solution other than Facebook, and I hate Facebook to death. Die, Facebook. All right, and then sales, transactions. This is where you'll see all of your transactions, and this is all of the money that I've made since I've been doing this, and you'll notice that I'm not selling $10 shit here, guys. Everything I sell is like the cheapest things I have is $100, and it's, you know, hundreds. I do $47 workshops sometimes, right? This is where you keep track of all your transactions. Your subscriptions, you can charge one time or you can charge subscriptions. You can also do limited free trials. So you can do like a 10-day trial and then they start getting paid. Affiliate invoices, don't worry about affiliate stuff right now. And that's it. Over here, you got your settings. And in settings, this is where you're going to come originally. And this is where Marvelous said she was overwhelmed, right? You're going to start out with your profile. You're going to put your name in here, your display name. You're going to put your first name, your last name. It's easy shit, right? Your address. You're just going to fill your stuff in. You got to fill out your profile. That's the first thing you have to do. If you are a company, you can do it as a company. I just did it as an individual because I'm like a sole proprietor or whatever. That's the first thing you want to do is come and fill out your profile. That'll be in your assignment, I think, in your email tomorrow. The next thing you want to do is you want to come down here to payment pages. Nope, sorry, payment gateways. And you want to connect Stripe. If you have not signed up for Stripe, tisk tisk, I've told y'all to several times, go sign up for Stripe. What happens is you will connect Stripe to your bank account, and then you can take money anywhere through Stripe. If you do PayPal already and you want to just do PayPal because that's easy, that's fine. But Stripe is the business like standard. And with Stripe, you can do business anywhere. You can go to Shopify, you can go to ClickFunnels, you can go anywhere. It's very easy. I'll post YouTube videos of how to do it. You know, there's just a button here, and then it takes you to your Stripe account, and you connect Stripe to it, and then you can charge money through System, and you don't even have to pay System. You can do it through the free account on System. I've never seen an online application let you effectively run a business online for free before, ever, okay? Ever. This is huge. So setting up that payment gateway is your next step. And then, what's the other one? Is it payment pages? So under payment pages, you want to come and you want to set your default currency right here to US dollar, unless you're doing business in another country. I'll give you these 3 steps in your email tomorrow. You're going to sign up for system. You're going to fill out your profile. You're going to connect to Stripe. And you're going to turn on your default currency. Okay? Those are your first steps. And if you have trouble, every single email I sent you, I say, let me know if you have any questions. And not a single person has had questions. If you have trouble, ask a question. Ask a question. Okay, so now what's going to happen is that's the overall of this whole system. That's all it is. But all you need to worry about is your main dashboard, because that's where you'll see all your main stuff month to month. And then you can change your settings up here, how much you're looking at. You're going to see your contacts and your tags. I'll teach you how to set your tags later. And the next thing is these funnels, okay? What is the difference between a funnel? I'm going to demonstrate it to you. This is why I don't want you guys clicking around and learning all the things you can do and clicking everything, is because I spent years doing that and made no money with all these different platforms. This one, all I've focused on is landing pages. And I'm going to give you examples of the ones that I've been using this year. And I want you to look for the similarities. Okay? This was the very first one I did with my very first expensive coach. This is the exact model that I'm going to give to you guys. This is your headline. Okay? This is going to be your message. We'll hone this in by next week. But this week, we're going to start messing around and we're going to start trying to find your message. We need your headline. This is the problem you solve and who you're speaking to. Discover how to silence your inner critic, heal your trauma, and release anxiety in 10 minutes per day. That's my hook. That's my pitch. That's my irresistible offer. Okay? I'm going to give you guys this exact page, and all you have to do is put in your own irresistible offer. You don't have to figure out how to make a landing page. Dear God, thank you, Satek. Next, you need a little bit of an explanation. Learn to feel deep and unconditional love for yourself, no matter what you have done and no matter what has been done to you. You need to explain a little bit more about this promise that you make. And not a lot, y'all. 1 sentence. 1 sentence. You need a headline and you need 1 sentence. And then you need a button. Sign up. That's it. And then we also have in this free masterclass, in this PDF, in this whatever it is that you're promising people, you want to have a bullet list to explain to them what they're going to get, what they're going to learn. You're going to discover the root cause of stress, anxiety, and depression. You're going to develop powerful skills to overcome these neurotic emotional patterns. You're going to learn the secret to cultivating blah, 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 blah. You got to have bullet points that tell them what they want. Okay, so this is the first one that I made, and I'm going to show you guys. Look at how big this is. This is just not this, but it's here's some more stuff, and then here's some testimonials, and then here's some more stuff, and here's something about me, and here's some more stuff. No, people have tested all this shit, and what they found out that this is all you need. If you're giving something away for free, the simpler you make it, the easier it is to get people to sign up. If you start having all this shit and you give something away for free, people never sign up. It's too much, okay? So I went from this long page to this one. This was my next one. Notice it's the exact same format, right? It's a system. It's a template. Exact same format, same thing. Okay? All you need is a picture. And this is going to be one of your homework assignments. Y'all got to come up with a picture for whatever it is you want to offer, right? This is a picture. I'm offering you a web call. That's a picture of a web call. This is a workshop. I didn't even make this. I found this online, but it was exactly what I'm doing. And I just downloaded it and stuck it in there. Boom. There you go. You need a picture to describe your irresistible offer. What are you offering people? And and you really want it to demonstrate what it is they're going to get, right? Here they're getting a web call, they're getting a Zoom call with me, boom, exactly what you're going to get. Here they're getting a workshop to put a vision board on their phone, boom. Some of you guys did that workshop, right? Boom, vision board blast off, one sentence to explain what it is, one headline to describe the problem that we're solving, right? And then bullet points to tell them what they're going to get. And then that's it. No more shit, y'all. This is it. This is all we need to start a business. This is all we need to test an offer. A headline, a sentence to explain what we're offering, and some bullet points of what they're going to get. All right, another one. Same thing. Y'all all got this one. If you signed up for the email, you got this one. So I used this one on you, right? This is the exact one you're going to get. Well, not this exact one, but this one. Okay, this is the one that I got from my overpriced coaches. This is the exact one I downloaded from them. And you're going to get this exact one. All this stuff is going to be in here. And your challenge is that you have to change the headline to your problem that you want to offer, your irresistible offer to your demographic. And we're going to workshop this. This is going to be challenging. And it took me a lot of trial and error to find something that really worked. Then we're going to build you a sentence that describes what it is that you're offering. And then you're going to make a bullet point list of what they're going to get in your PDF or your call or your video, your workshop, whatever it is that you want to give away for free. This is all you need. And then I did this down here. You don't even have to do this, but I did this just to explain who I am. You guys can put something about yourself there if you want to, but you don't have to. This is all you need. Bullet points, a sentence, and a headline. This is what we're going to build this week, y'all. Do not feel overwhelmed. We've got help. We're going to workshop every part of it. Okay, so if you have already signed up for System, what I want you to do now is to go in the comments and click the link I just gave you, because that is this template. And it will import it into your own account. I know Natalie's already signed up. I can't remember. Are you already signed up for System, Shannon? And if you're not, and you click that link, I think it'll give you the option to sign up. So you can sign up right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of in it. Started it.
So what that is a share funnel, you all. It's a template. It's a share funnel. And people have built businesses around this kind of share funnel. Here, I have a whole funnel that I've built for you, and I'll give it to you for free. And that's the free thing they offer. And then they have a conversation, and then they age and ascend each lead, and some of them become clients. So this free template that I'm giving you all is literally a lead magnet that many people use on the front end of their companies. Did yours work, Natalie? Awesome. Natalie's connected. Did yours work, Marvelous? Are you able to do it?
I finished the Stripe thing, but then because the link you put in the message is now on the phone, not on the iPad.
Okay. So can you copy the link on your phone and then send it to your iPad? Is there a way for you to do that?
If there is, I have no idea how to do it.
Do you
If there's a way, let me see on the message. I can.
do you have Gmail on your iPad?
I
most
do.
people have-
Let me go ahead and copy it and
Yeah,
email
copy it and then email it to yourself, and then you can open it on the iPad
Uh-huh.
and it should work there. This is
Okay.
really fascinating technology, y'all, because that link that I sent you is what's called an affiliate link. And even if someone doesn't have a System.io account, when they click that link, it'll give them the option to sign up. If they don't sign up, they can't do anything with the link. It'll give them the option to sign up for free. And so it's a great way to pull people into any given kind of professional experience. A lot of businesses, a lot of companies use free funnels the same way people are building businesses, making templates in Canva and then selling those templates to other people so they can use the, it's like they do it with everything, like graphic design stuff. They do it with planners. You can buy a Canva planner. People make funnel templates and then they give them away for free, and some people even sell them. So let me show you how this is going to work here. I started a brand new account over here. So this is what yours will look like when you go to funnels once you've downloaded it. I've got one funnel in here. Okay. Funnels this is where you're going to build all of your sites. This is where all of your outward facing stuff happens, is in funnels. And inside of funnels, I've got my Self-Love Manifesto freebie group. And if I click on that, everybody look at me for just a second. Look at the screen. This is where the funnels get stored. And if I click on it, these are going to be the steps of your funnel. Okay. This funnel only has 2 steps. It's simple for a reason. You can add steps later when you understand how the strategy works, but don't fuck around with it right now. When you're ready to add steps, all you do is click down here and you can add other steps. What makes this a funnel is this top to bottom structure, okay? In a 2-step funnel, all we have is this one offer, which looks like this. This is the funnel that you got. And then if you sign up for that, then you come to the thank you page, which is this one. And this is the page where you deliver whatever it is they say they signed up for. So your free copy of the Self-Love Manifest, this is called a thank you page. This is where you deliver what they just got. And like this, you can lead them to other places. So I give them an option to sign up for the Soulstream community here. And then this button takes them to the download of the thing. Okay. So that's all we have is 2. That's all we have is 2 steps in this funnel. But funnels can have many, many steps. And what makes them a funnel is it's a sequence, and you go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And it's the strategy of how we set those up that makes the tactics of the individual pages work. If you don't understand the strategy, you can build pages for the next couple of years and you're not going to make any money. If you understand the strategy, you can make money with a 2-page funnel. You can make money without a funnel if you understand the strategy. You just use your phone and DMs, right? Marvelous got her first client without any system, without any landing page. She just used her phone and the DM. Okay, that's understanding the strategy. This tactic will allow us to make the strategy into a more predictable system. All right, so you've only got 2 to worry about. The one I want you all to start with is this first one, Self-Love Manifesto. If you weren't able to get it installed tonight, we'll help you get it installed tomorrow. You're going to go to edit page right here. And then I'm going to give you a quick run through of how this works. Everybody watch me while I do this real quick. So the way this works is it's a drag and drop web designer, okay? This is where all your elements are, and you can collapse that with this button right here. You can open it and collapse it. That's just like Canva. This is all drag and drop stuff, and it's all based on these rows and columns and sections. So the green is a section. This is a different section. And then inside of the section, you have rows and you have elements. So the text is an element inside the blue row. The blue is a row. The green is a section, okay? All you're going to do is you click the title and then you write something different. That's it. You're going to click this title and you write something different. You're going to click this sentence and you write something different. That's all you have to do. You're going to change all of the text on this page. If you have to make it up, Make it up. It doesn't matter. We're figuring it out as we go. We're going to workshop it. Okay. But that's your homework, is to come up with your, write down headline. Like Joanna doesn't have hers working yet, but Joanna can still do this. She can write down headline, and she can figure out what her headline for her first irresistible offer is going to be. Then you're going to write down explanation. That's the one sentence here. You're going to write down explanation of what it is you're offering. So you need a headline, you need a one sentence explanation, and then you need a bullet point list of what they're going to get from your free offer. Those three things. That's our homework. Headline, one sentence description, bullet points of what they get. And that's it, y'all. We're off to the races. Booyah. Now we got time for thoughts, shares, questions, anything you got. And if everybody is good, we can jet out real quick. If y'all got questions, I'll hang around for a bit, but I got to take my jacket off because I'm sweating on myself. Good Lord. All right. That wasn't too painful. Everybody made it. All right. Talk to me. Thoughts, questions.
I like the interface. It looks very simple. I like the graphical, you can kind of understand what it is, and being drag and drop, it's really nice. And so I think it's going to be pretty simple for me to set this up.
Mhm.
And I'd be happy to help anybody else if you're struggling. And then the thing for me is, I'm not going to think too hard about it. I don't know what my product is going to be. I'm going to make something up and we can workshop it together, but I'm just going to
Ma'am.
commit to not overthinking it, and I'm just going to make it up, act as if.
Amen. And don't think about it as your product. Remember, it's just an offer. You just got to come up with an irresistible offer. Think about who your demographic is. I work with middle-aged, women primarily. Think about who your demographic is and come up with an offer, with a headline that will grab their attention. And you all know your demographics. You all know what your people struggle with. Your people are struggling with allergies. Your people are struggling with fitness. Your people are struggling with, guidance. Like, what, you all know your people, but you have to come up, and Natalie already started using ChatGPT. We'll talk about ChatGPT next week when we get into messaging. Natalie, when you're looking for headlines, ChatGPT is great for that. Go to ChatGPT and ask for a marketing headline. Ask for 5 marketing headlines to offer. Like, I'm trying to think of things that you offer people that are more than just like, you can't really give away trinkets for free or whatever. But any kind of reading, any kind of personality test, any kind of assessment. People love assessments. People love quizzes, right? The idea is that we have to get creative about giving people a reason to connect with us. That's really what it is. It's not about a product. You don't have to figure out your product. This is the offer that gets them to talk to you. Okay. One of the things, my coach told me to offer was a self-love blueprint. And I didn't even have a self-love blueprint. I was dealing with the self-love activation. And he was like, just put together a blueprint. Just make up an idea of a way that you can give someone an assessment. Just listen to them and tell them where that. I'm like, okay, great. That's perfect, right? There's a lot of ways to do this. And we're here for modeling, right? So what I want you all to do, write this down to the best that you can, do some research. And I want you to go look for your favorite social media creators, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, I don't care what it is. Go look for your favorite creators, find 4 or 5 of them. And then I want you to go into as many of their videos as you can and look for the links that they're leaving. Every one of the big creators is leaving links. And I want you to go click on every one of those links and write down the offers that they make. As soon as you click that link, you're going to see a headline. I want you to write down the offers that all of your favorite creators are making right now, and you're going to start to get ideas for your own offers. Make sense? Fake it till you make it, baby. Modeling. Thank you for that feedback, Natalie. That was awesome. Anybody else? Thoughts, questions? Yes, Marvelous.
I have, I was thinking, since we are kind of running our services on each other,
Mm-hmm.
maybe if we get some ideas as to how could we have marketed, like what drew your attention to what I was offering, like,
Totally.
and then
And the
and then
community is
those
perfect for those conversations.
yeah, and use those bullet points for the explanation bullet points.
Yes, ma'am. A bunch of like Natalie's feedback to you should be a part of the bullet points of what you're offering.
Right. And I wanted to, also with Shannon, when we do the mediumship, and Joanna with your light language, there's plenty to say there. I mean, it's not like we have a private session, but I've been a witness to the energy and the messages that come through. So maybe we tell there a little, if I were to write 3 points or 2 points per person for what you offered to me,
Mm-hmm.
or what I've experienced in engaging with you, then maybe that'll help you figure some things out.
Totally. And as you take notes on these headlines, when you go to do the research on your favorite creators, look at the bullet points also, because as you start that, they'll have bullet points, and as you start to read other people's bullet points, you'll get ideas for your own as well. Totally. And I haven't talked with Joanna about this at all yet, but what I would suggest for Joanna is offering light language readings, offering to literally channel light language for people the same way Marvelous is doing poems. Joanna can do light language, talk to them, ask them a few questions, and then literally deliver your thing. And she's
and translate what the light language says.
Right. Well, she's still resisting that, although when she does it, it's incredible. Oh, you're not? Oh, she's doing that now. Okay, she resisted it for a while. She's recorded her messages and then sent them to people. So the same way Marvelous is printing her words on a canvas, Joanna can record her voice and send that to them, and that is their product. There's a million ways we can do this, guys, and it's really just about your own creativity. And trusting that you have a service to provide, you have ways to help, and if you share who you are with the community will reflect back to you very quickly what your gifts are, what they need from you.
Something with Natalie, I know you wanted to do the light language, no, the drawings, right? And I can volunteer if you wanted to do one, and then we can take it from there. I don't know if you've done them for people, or you say you have. Have you done them for people?
I've done drawings for the class, and then I just showed a person my sketch, and she said, I want that. And then I said, okay, I'll have it on this certain day at this certain time. And she said, don't sell it to any, I want it when it's done, I want it. And she didn't show up, but I called her and I said, I'm going to display it at this big show that I'm at. Do you want me to put sold on it or not? And she said, sold, it's sold, it's sold. So
thank you.
you got it sight unseen.
That's scarcity. You used scarcity. Thank you.
The only thing is it's not sustainable for me to do a big one like that. So I have to, in order to give something away for free, I have to come up with a model for that. And do I do automatic writing? Do I do just a sheet of light language? Or, because if I actually was going to do a sacred geometry drawing, that could take me a long time to finish.
You could do like postcard type. You could do real small.
You don't want to do full out pieces for free. If you're talking about doing something for free, what you want to create is a process that you can do really quickly, like on an iPad. and you can send them a digital file and they can print it if they want to. They can put it on a canvas. They can make it their desktop on their computer if they want. What you need to do is come up with a process. There's a dude on TikTok, all he does is really cute cartoon drawings, these people with big circle heads, and he just puts people together and then writes their name in cool graffiti, and that's all he does, and people buy them for 40, 50, $80 all day long, and he just does one after the next, and they only take him 5 or 10 minutes a piece to do it. You need a process that's really clean and simple like that, and I've been working on my light language on the iPad, and I've got things to show you that will give you ideas. Keep feeling into that because that feels absolutely natural to you. It's going to be super passionate, and it's going to connect you to people in a really deep way that allows you to go anywhere you need to with them. You know, like the way I learned about the whole vision board thing was a very successful woman that teaches workshops, and she charges 50, $70 or whatever to do a vision board workshop. And she teaches women how to make vision boards for 3 hours. And then a lot of those women sign up for her business coaching program. She uses it as just a front end, get them in the door and get to know them and give them some coaching and teach them who they are a little bit. And now a lot of them want to spend $5,000 at my retreat, you know? So there's a lot of ways to do this, you guys. You had a question, Marvelous?
I just wanted to maybe this would inspire Natalie and Joanna. There's this guy on YouTube, and I sent you his YouTube, Natalie. He calls it I Draw My Passion. And so he has a YouTube channel, and what he does there, you can see him, he records himself drawing, and he paints these beautiful things. And what he does is he is delivering a message, like a collective message for everyone, like the new moon, these are the energies the collective is feeling, this is the message that's coming through. But he obviously recorded himself doing the drawing first, and then he recorded his voice over, because the video shows him painting like really quickly. So probably the painting takes a while.
Right.
But what he's got an Etsy shop, and then the images that he paints in the big canvas, you can buy them, like I said, designed for your phone. You could buy it as a design, like in a coffee mug. And so he's not doing individual, so he's spending all this time in one drawing, and that same image can produce different, like on a postcard. So you can go to the Etsy shop and I guess get somebody else to put the image in another item, like a t-shirt or whatever. Right. And then he just does it once, and then he does that message.
He's turning the image into a design, and that's one way to make a product scalable.
Right. And so that may be
in a lot of different ways.
Right. But and so if someone wants a specific one-on-one session with you for a one individual, so you could be like, okay, that's $333 for one of those big ones that's specifically for you. Yep. I also have a girlfriend that does soul drawings, and she does the same thing. She'll email you the image with the description of every symbol and what came through. And then she'll do a Zoom call with you to describe it, to go over what came through for her while she was drawing your soul or the message that it's coming through. And then she charges $88 for the session. But if you want the printout, it's like $150. So she'll charge you $150, but she'll mail you an actual painting. But if you want just the image in your email, that'll be $88.
So I would love the link to that other artist you were talking about, because I just want to study his model. So please text that to me, Marvelous.
I'll send you his YouTubes. Yeah.
Thank you. And then what I want everybody to do is to keep track of your research. All of the creators that you go and you click their links and you see their offers, keep those links all in one place so that we can all share them. Because one of the ways that I learned how to do this was literally doing entire screen captures every time I found a really good landing page, every time I found a really good funnel, I would screen capture the whole page. And I have a file filled with nothing but funnels. And going through and looking at all these different offers and seeing how people structured their headlines taught me more about it than any course that I ever did, right? Modeling. Okay. So we really want to be clear with what are the offers that we're seeing from the people that are the most, that we like the most. What are the offers? What are the structures? And we want to share the models with each other because this is how we crowdsource it. This is how we workshop it. And one of us is going to see a model and mention it, and someone else can utilize that exact model, but they hadn't seen that model before. So I want us to be clear about like keeping track of and sharing these different models, because here is the rub, and this is going to be deep shit. This is strategy shit, y'all. Listen to me now, believe me later. One of the reasons that I say over and over again, yeah, develop a library. Thank you, Marvelous. One of the reasons I say over and over again, it doesn't matter what you sell. It doesn't matter what you sell. It doesn't matter what you sell, is because ultimately where all business is going is service. Ultimately, all business is going to go to service because products are going to become Shannon is requesting meeting summary with AI companion. Oh my goodness, enable. Uh-oh, enable.
I just
Meeting
Yeah, I don't know if
summary
you're-
uses. Okay, thank you. Got it. I don't know how that works, but I love that you hit me with AI shit in the middle of the thing. That's great. I love it. So everything is going towards service. All products are becoming demonetized as we speak. Everything is being listed on TikTok for $10, okay? Everything is being devalued. So everything is going to become about service. It's going to become about creating an experience for people and creating community, creating friend groups, creating actual human connection for people. That's where everything is going, okay? And I've been refining my process of getting a stranger on the phone, figuring out who they are in their mind enough to know how it is that I can help them, and then pitching them on that help all in one phone call. It's been years of trial and error practice and courses and books figuring this out, okay? And the whole time I've been doing it, I've been focusing on a specific fucking tool or product. And I was trying to sell meditation or this type of meditation or self-love or that. Say what? Oh, you got to go to bed? Okay. Love ya. So we can spend forever dealing with products, but the real challenge here is figuring out how to help people, how to get to know people very quickly, and how to offer them solutions that are valuable to them. That's the real challenge. And if we do that, we can do it with any product anywhere. So that's what we really want to focus on, is that attraction. How to attract. Once we attract, we want to figure out how to convert, and then we'll deal with the rest. Anybody else got anything for tonight?
People remember how you make them feel, basically.
Yes, yes. Thank you. And if you make them feel good, they tend to want more from a friendship standpoint, from a business standpoint, regardless.
So we don't have
$8 for coffee because you put their name on there. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. What'd you say, Shannon?
So for our homework, right now we've got to figure out like our main title,
Headline,
headline.
explanation sentence,
Yeah, one sentence or two sentences,
bullet points.
and then the bullet points.
What-
So we don't have to figure out converting them. This is all just, it's the initial, let's get them in, get the phone call.
Yes, thank you for the question. This is just you getting the pages set up. You're not supposed to be driving traffic to it or trying to deal with converting them or whatever right now. We're
Mhm.
just figuring out the offer and getting that page set up. And it's going to take us a few days to do that.
Yeah, that's the blueprint, right?
That's the blueprint. That's the blueprint. And you'll get an email tomorrow to remind you of those steps. I think there might be different steps in there, so I might have to add some to them tonight. I'll have to check it. But getting system set up, save this link if the share link that I put in the in the comments, save that link because that's the template funnel right there. And then change the information on that page. That's the first step for everybody. Make sense?
When you're sharing your system thing, are we logged into our own system?
Yeah. When
Yours.
when you click the link,
Mhm.
if you're already signed up to system, I don't know how, but it'll open your system account. It's amazing. And it
Mhm.
installs it straight into your funnels folder. If you
Okay.
don't have an account and you click the link, it'll prompt you to sign up, and then it'll install that template into your account.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, I think I'm in. I think.
Awesome. Awesome. Try to get that installed tomorrow. Send me an email or a text if you have any problems. Awesome. Anybody else? Any thoughts? Any questions?
This was a lot of information. I
It
took a lot.
was.
I took a
It
lot of
was.
notes.
And you survived, honey. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I survived. I did. I survived. It's gonna be all right. But it's a lot of information, and I'm working through my resistance. I'm walking through it. I'm walking through it.
Did you feel a lot of resistance tonight?
But before we started.
Nice. But once we were going, you flowed along with it, right?
Yeah.
You'll have a recording of this up either tomorrow or the next day, and I will send everybody a link to the Google Doc. So everything I said tonight is in the Google Doc, the same way it was last week. And then I'll help you in any way that you need to get it installed. Like, we're gonna figure out what it takes to make this happen. And we're gonna do our best to see if we can let Joanna do it on an iPhone or a smartphone.
Sure, we'll make it happen. So thank you for simplifying it and for making me feel that this is something that it's in one hand. It's not 20,000 steps. It's
Yes, ma'am.
not 5 different links or that cannot and I'm gonna get lost in links and so thank you for simplifying it and making it. I can do this.
You're welcome, hun. And I know it's still a lot of information. It's still complicated, but it's the simplest I've ever seen it. And part of the reason why I needed to do this beta test is I feel like there's a way to make it even simpler. And so we want to refine it and get it as clean and as simple as we can. And one of the keys is this template, because all you got to do is write some words. I had to figure all this shit out. I had to figure out how to build a thing and make things go where I want it to. And all this tech shit that I didn't want to do. We're eliminating all of that. And we're eliminating all of the design bullshit of what colors and what kind of design and what it doesn't know. Just use the standard thing. It works. Everybody's used to it. All you need is an image, and you can get it from Google. You can get it from Pinterest. All you need is an image that makes people feel how they want to feel. And then you just write some words, and we're going to have an offer, and then we'll start figuring out how to drive traffic to it. But we got to get that offer up first. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, honey. You did a great job. And I feel way more like comfortable in my body than I expected to after taking a bunch of non-techie people through a bunch of techie stuff. I feel better. So y'all did a good job at hanging in there, because I would feel it if everybody was like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Like y'all hung in really good. And I spent days working on this presentation. I don't think I've ever spent this much time on any course I've ever taught before.
And I think it's good that you're not trying to literally talk us through it, because we could do this on our own time.
Right.
And then if we run into trouble, like Natalie said, she can help us, you know.
Yes, and you can find several tutorials that walk you through the whole platform on YouTube. I've got several playlists. I'm just not giving them to you because I don't want y'all trying to learn all of the platform because you don't need it. 80% of the buttons you won't even care about. We want to get you making it functional and earning money first, and then you can slowly figure out all the other functionalities as well. And it,
Right.
and if
And I don't learn that way. I don't learn by reading or getting YouTube's. I don't learn that way. I learn this way. You know,
right
this-
on, but for doing individual things, those tutorials will be very helpful because like if you have trouble getting your Stripe connected and you put in System IO Connect Stripe, you'll find a 4-minute video and they'll say click this button and you'll go okay, and then click this button and you'll go okay, and then all of a sudden your Stripe is connected. So there's really, really valuable things for those tutorials, but I understand what you mean. I totally understand what you mean.
Well, I will try.
Yeah. We'll talk tomorrow and I'll see where you're at. Did you have anything to share or ask, Joanna?
No, I feel a little overwhelmed right now. I did get a lot of good ideas tonight, so thank you guys for that. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm just kind of figuring it out.
If you
And I
live near
think-
a library, there's computers in the libraries where you can go for free and set up the systems at the library computer and then do the duplication of what logging in and downloading everything to your phone.
I think you can even sign out computers at some libraries or
You
What
can
is-
sign out laptops
I
at
can't- I think some. I don't know anything at all.
That's a trip. That's
You
a
leave-
trip.
Yeah, that's
good business. Hey, we can let you borrow the laptop.
We're gonna
thank you.
we're gonna see what we can do with a smartphone, and
Right.
and we'll figure another way around it if it won't work because it's really the strategy that's the value here. So if the exact tool won't work because of what you have, there's another way we can accomplish it. We won't let that stop us.
No.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for hanging on. We'll do our midweek Thursday this week. I'll send out a message to remind you Tuesday. Please jump in the Soulstream community. That's the best place to like blast back and forth with thoughts, questions. You can DM in there, or you can put stuff in the main feed. I'm really excited, and thank you guys for hanging in there. And I promise you, it will make sense. It will make sense by the time we get to the end of this week. System will no longer be intimidating to you. I promise.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
It'll be
All right. Thank you, ladies.
Good
Y'all have a
night.
wonderful night.
fine.
Namaste.
Mhm.